Pence is calling it a great victory for taxpayers, even though he didn't get everything he wanted.
As we first told you, as breaking news at noon, state lawmakers have agreed on a 5% income tax reduction for Hoosiers. Our TV6 reporter Norman Cox is live at the State House with when you can expect your paychecks to grow. Norman?
Well, Pence wanted a 10% cut. He's getting 5, and it will be phased in over 4 years. But he says he's still happy about it, and lawmakers are glad to have this long-standing dispute settled so they can go home for the year tomorrow night. You'll see the tax cut in 2 installments. On January 1st, 2015, the state income tax will drop from 3.4% to 3.3%. 2 years later, it will go down to 3.23%. That's a total reduction of 5%. Pence didn't talk with reporters, but issued a statement. He called it the largest state tax cut in Indiana history and said it is the right tax relief at the right time and will give a much-needed boost to working families, small businesses, and family farms. The package also includes the repeal of the inheritance tax and reductions in 2 other business taxes. House Speaker Brian Bosma says it will positively impact every Hoosier.
I honestly believe once we do the math on this, either through authorization or inclusion in this budget, we're going to have the largest tax cut in Hoosier history, with over $1.1 billion being returned to taxpayers at all levels.
The budget also gives public schools a 3% increase and provides extra money for highways, including a $400 million fund to begin planning for future projects such as finishing I-69. The budget will leave the state with a working balance of more than $2 billion.
We're paying off our debts. We're having an honestly balanced budget, surplus each year of more than $100 million.
Minority Democrats don't like the plan. Among other things, they don't believe it spends enough money on public schools.
I suspect it's going to be bad for the middle class, it's going to be bad for education, and it's going to be bad for the future of our state.
Pence may not have gotten everything he wanted, but remember at one time when House Republicans were first working on the budget, they weren't going to give him any income tax cut. And the phase-in could give lawmakers an excuse to reach back into this plan and tinker with it before the second phase takes effect, maybe make it bigger. Reporting live at the State House, I'm Norman Cox, RTV6.